with your chest, helps with them delts, and it helps with them arms, biceps and triceps. But the main thing that I really like about this workout is not just worrying about that vertical pull with your back. We're gonna get that thickness of your back. You can't just walk around and just have a V taper, then turn around and you disappear. That's not a good look, man. So we build physiques over here so we can live long and look good. So we're gonna start it off with one of the favorites. You know, it's gonna be pull-ups. I already warmed up a little bit. I got a little workout in already today. So we feeling good and we warmed up. We're gonna start it off with some pull-ups. It's a staple in calisthenics. So we're gonna do at least, we're gonna do 4 sets. 4 sets of 10. So it depends on your level. But today I'm really focusing on that squeeze. So I've taught a lot of people about a traditional pull-up. It is not like a military one where you're trying to get your neck over the bar and you're trying to look good for other men. We ain't trying to do that. We're trying to build these bodies so we can live long and look good. So we're emphasizing a lot on your lats. And sometimes when you're doing a pull-up, you're focused so much on trying to say go all the way down and trying to pull all the way to your neck, and you think that's what a pull-up is. No, the pull-up is you're pulling up, of course, but we're trying to work your lats. When you're pulling too high, sometimes you're focused on trying to get your neck over the bar. You bring into your forearms. You're trying to pull with your delts, and you're trying to pull with your arms. No, working on them lats. So we're gonna go ahead and get it in. Depends if you're a beginner. I would say do these 4 sets and do maybe like 5 to 7 reps. We're gonna stay in the mid-range, about 10, okay? So we're gonna start off, thumb over the bar. Thumb is always over the bar. We'll get as wide, not as wide as possible, but I want you to get at least 2 inches from shoulder length. So yeah, shoulder length here, try to calculate 2 inches. I don't know how you're gonna do that, but it's all on the feeling, man. We wanna get right under the armpit. This is the last we wanna hit, right there under the armpit. I don't know what the name is. Look it up yourself. So wide, we're gonna pull all the way down. And we're not gonna pull all the way to our chin. We're gonna pull at least to where the bar is, right where your head is. You don't wanna get to a point where you're not engaging the lats anymore. Everybody's body is different, okay? So let's go ahead and get it. All right, now, pulling. What else you wanna do is make sure that your legs are staying straight down. You don't want to worry about crossing them. There's that crossing stuff that y'all do. I don't understand why y'all do that. And it's kind of weird. Make sure your legs staying straight down and you're pushing your legs down so you can make sure everything is level. All right? So you'll wait about a minute, then we're going to roll again. We can't do a workout unless we do our verse of the day. So we will get to that too as well. Hit that like. We're gonna be out here in the most about 30 minutes or so. I like to keep my workouts around there because y'all need to see through the whole workout, but I'll teach you how to formulate your workouts. You have a plan when you go out and work out. Don't just do this machine, do this, just one pull-up, one push-up, and you just get out. No, have a strategic workout. That's what we're gonna do today. All right, we're about 20 more seconds, we're gonna do the second set. Probably gonna do 2 to 3 sets of each one so I can show y'all the real movements. Another 10 seconds, we're gonna roll again. All right, let's go ahead and get it. We'll get another set. It's set 2, just coming through. This is one of my favorite calisthenics workouts. All right, the pull. Or keep the leg straight. They say at this level, I'm doing in between 8 and 10 reps, depending on how you feel. So when you're doing a pull-up, once you get to a point where you're not engaging your lats anymore, go ahead and get down. When you're trying to push yourself up, trying any way to get up, go ahead and get down. Reset. Don't worry about how many reps everybody else is doing. We're worrying about building our bodies, building a good physique, staying healthy, and away from injuries. Sometimes you strain it so much, you're gonna pull something, man. I'm trying to impress everybody. All right, we're gonna get one more. We're gonna move on to the next exercise. We're gonna get a little bit of, we're gonna stay with the back, but we're gonna add in some arms and some abs for the next exercise. Good, Teddy? I'm gonna leave him alone. Like he about to go get them. Got the bag over there? Where's the bag over there, man? Say use the bathroom? I know. It's all good. Hey, Teddy. All right, let's roll again. Let's get another one. Straight down, thumbs over. Now the key is to do a pull-up with your thumbs over because it's gonna allow you to not use so much on your arms and really pull with them lats. Good. So in between each exercise, you wanna wait at least a minute and a half, but in between each set, about a minute. That makes sense? So if you're doing the pulls, say you're doing 3 sets, do your 8 to 10, rest a minute. Do it again, do your 8 to 10, do it again. But then after you complete those 3 sets, you wait about a minute and a half before you go to the next exercise. That makes sense. So wait about a minute and a half, we're gonna go to the next one. But before we do a pulling, I think I'm gonna do a pushing next. So we're gonna do one of the fundamentals. We're gonna get some dips in. But we're gonna do the dips just a little bit different today. Let me put the phone down. Cause we're gonna, like I said, I wanna engage a little bit on them abs. Cause we wanna be able to with this calisthenics workout to ultimately build that V taper. Wide shoulders, nice V taper straight down, and to get that V taper low, of course it's gonna be your eating. And we have some diet plans. Well, I don't call them diet plans. What I used to call them, diet habits. I don't do diet plan. I got diet habits. If y'all want those, I still have it. Comment at the bottom. Let me know if y'all want me to send it to you. I mean, if you're a part of the mob, you got to join the membership on YouTube. I'll be able to send it to you. You got to join the mob. Don't join the club. Go to YouTube, join the membership. Let me know you joined it. Send the email. I'll send it right to you. It's a few diet habits. But you want to get this core down. Other than eating, we're gonna go ahead and get a little bit of ab work. So we're gonna do combining. Calisthenics, there's a lot of compound movements when it comes to calisthenics. So we're gonna do dip and then we're gonna crunch with it, okay? With these, I wanna keep you at a good range to about, still again, 8 to 10. But you're really focusing on the movement. I want you to be able to get that monomuscle connection for you to push through with your lower chest, the triceps, and then up and get that ab work in there. Try not to focus on those hip flexors because people have a lot of weak hip flexors. They're using those rather than your abs. So when you take your time with these, you're gonna roll with them, okay? So we here, let's go ahead and start it up. I'm gonna show you how we get these in. So we're here, tricep, you squeeze up. See, move it as I'm pulling, take your time. You see how slow it is? Try to take your time and pull with your abs, not your hip flexors. 2 different things, so let's go ahead and get it. We're gonna do between 8 and 10. We're gonna take it slow. Want you now, nice move, home. Because also what you're doing with these, you're able to just strengthen your shoulders. As I'm holding here, gotta get strong with the shoulders. Squeeze. Squeeze, get 2 more. Squeeze, big push all the way up, squeeze. Every movement means a lot. It's always something that is very important with that movement. You see my hands, I don't want to use too much of my forearm, so I'm not squeezing the bar. False grip, so forearms is out of it. I'm down, getting that big stretch. When it comes to the chest, big stretch, push it straight up, squeezing on the tricep. Now you see my legs are down, pulling to get those abs in. It's gonna create that V taper. Makes sense, hit that like. It's all about taking your time with calisthenics, man. Come out in nature. No music, no nothing. You can really feel your body. It's what calisthenics was made for, man. so you create a better mind and muscle connection. I will always advise everybody, start calisthenics before you go and touch them weights. Get comfortable with your body. Say use bathroom. He'll be out here too long. Like I said, it's a quick workout so you guys will be able to learn. It's all about learning. You don't have to sit here and watch me do the workout, but take the tips, then go work out. That's what men supposed to be doing. All right, get another set. I'm gonna show y'all. We get one more. We're gonna move on to the next exercise. Pick, squeeze. Pick, push, squeeze. When you're coming down, push with them triceps and your chest. Both at the same time. Compound movement. Let's get two more. Squeeze. And look good, look good, look good. Before we go to the next one, let's go get that verse of the day. I don't like that verse of the day. We'll go to the next exercise. So we got two more. Two more exercises I'm gonna show you, but we gotta get that verse of the day. So let's go ahead and get it. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see. See if I can find it. Because the one that I read earlier today, I thought I had highlighted, but I'm gonna find it again. Where's it at? Where's it at? There we go, I found it. I knew I was gonna find it. Verse of the day. This one comes from Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And it reads, don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. I want to read that last one because people they twist up the words of God. It says, then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. Come over here, boy. Come here. So that includes to maybe a verse I'm gonna talk to another time that when you get closer to God, because I'm gonna get to the original part, but I gotta say this. When you get closer to God, people will be like, people will make mistakes, and we all do. We all make sins, but there's a misconception to think that you can't be perfect. And not perfect as in you can do everything to the best of your ability. You can jump the highest. You can be able to play the best basketball and stuff. No, I'm not talking about those little small things of the world. But when God says you become perfect in his eyes, he wants you to be perfect. It means that you're following his guidelines to the best of your abilities. And when you look at those guidelines, they're not really hard. People think that they're hard because they're confused and we're in this world. That's why he said, don't become accustomed to this world. And you think that people be like, oh, I can't do what God wants me to do because that's too hard. Or I'm not perfect, I can't do it. It has nothing to do with that. You're just making those decisions not to do it. It's not really hard, his commandments. It's not. It's just people are so drunk off being close to the devil that they just don't want to sober up and get close to God. You heard that, Shawty? Yeah. That was good. You put that on a t-shirt. That was good. I like that one. That was good. I just thought of that too, you know? Yeah, that's hard. So it's for real. I mean, the things that he wants us to do is not really hard. It's just that you've been around just wrong people your whole life, that their fears, and because they can't do it or don't even want to do it, it'll make it seem like it's impossible. It's not impossible, man. Because at the beginning it says, don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Changing the way you think. Because you can think two ways. You can think of the devil, you can think about the devil, or think about God. People are choosing the devil because it's easier. It's a whole lot easier to do sin, man. It is. It is. Because everybody was there, including me. But he said sin and sin not. Not supposed to, that was the wrong way of saying it. You may sin. And most people do sin, that's how we are. But you're supposed to do it and then learn from it, don't do it again. That's the problem when people think that you can't be perfect and switch over. Don't do the sin, see that it's wrong, and then do it again and say, I'm not perfect. No. You playing with God's emotions, man. You playing with God now. That's all I rock with some of y'all like that, man. So this whole channel is built off we get one more set. Built off of us as men getting closer to God, improving masculinity, calisthenics so we can live long and look good. Those 3 pillars, you can't be stopped. You have all the money in the world, but it ain't good unless you have God. You have all the material in the world, but you can't take care of it and be around to enjoy it because you're not working out and living long and look good. You can try to build the family that you want and try to be the man that you want to be. Your masculinity is not in check. I know it's hard, especially when the men, especially when they say that masculinity word. Because sometimes you say it, and it's like it's a curse word when you say masculinity now. You know why? Because masculinity leads this world. And God, what you don't know is God put masculinity first when it comes to the foundation of a family. So of course the world don't want that. The world don't want you to be able to have family and get closer to God. So they run away from it. They don't like authority. We dragging on. We'll get back to the verse real quick. That was good. That made sense. Hit that like I said, I do these verses just to give y'all just something to think about. Not here to preach. I'm just letting y'all into what I do outside when I work out. I get closer to God. I pray. I get my workout in and chill. I get my life together. Then I get back to the grind. This is how I operate. Hopefully you can adapt it, man. All right, let's get to the third exercise. The third exercise, now we're gonna emphasize a little bit of that center of the back, the lower lats, the biceps, and we get some abs. Another compound movement. We're gonna do some L-sit chin-ups. L-sit chin-ups. We got 2 more exercises, one of them, and then we're gonna do another one. Then we're gonna get up out of here. Not a long day, not bad. We're 16 minutes down. We almost done. Let's go ahead and get it. On these, take your time. Because having your legs straight on, having them abs together, I know it's gonna be a little hard for you to do that. So the beginners, I want you to get about 3 to 4 of them. That's all you really need. And anybody above, I want you to get to at least about 7 of them, okay? I'll focus a lot on pulling with that back, a little bit of those biceps, and getting those abs together. So let's go ahead and get it. About shoulder length. Same way, we're gonna go ahead and thumbs over. Thumbs over, we're gonna get that L-sit all the way down and try to pull almost fairly high as you can, okay? Down, I want you to hang and start off. L-sit, pull. Two. Great, big squeeze. 4, 5, 6, one more, 7. Now you see, I want you to be too perfect with the legs. Of course, everybody want to get to a point where you have your legs straight, but don't let that hinder you from doing this exercise. And if you can't get there, wait a minute. We're gonna do another set. I'm gonna show y'all again. So if you can't get to a point where you can't straighten out your legs, everybody start somewhere. Keep your legs together. We're just gonna do tucks. You can do tucks. Come here and then pull. Work your way up. Once you're able to do those for at least, I would say 6 or 7 reps, then let your legs out, okay? Everybody start somewhere, okay? I'm gonna give y'all different variations so you can be able to start. Everybody start somewhere. Still gotta pee? I know, we almost there. Shout out to my wife, she up there recording. She been recording for years, man. All right, we're gonna get another set so I can show y'all in real time how I do these workouts, okay? Some people just show you the exercise and won't show you. Some people just want to show you the whole workout and don't explain each one. I do about a minute and a half between each one of them. Get your mind together, get that rest in, and run again, okay? So let's go ahead and get it. Thumbs over. So you emphasize a little bit more of that back because it's a real dominant bicep movement. So thumbs over will help you to engage more on your back. Legs straight so you can be able to get that core, a good L-sit. We're building that V taper. So that includes those abs. Get that good V right there, man. All right, trust me, get that V. Your lady will like it. She'll like it. She may not say it. She'll like it. So get another set. All right. All the way down, big stretch on them lats. Pull. Big pull. Let's get 2 more. Pull, big stretch down. There we go. Now with those, I want you to get 4 sets. 4 sets, beginners, 3 and 5, intermediate to advanced, 7 it up. A minute to a minute and a half in between each set. You looking good, let's get to the last one. All right, so the last exercise, we got a minute. So what we're gonna do is, you can't have a good workout, especially when it comes to you doing upper body. Like I said, this is my favorite that a lot of men neglect. You need roll variation on your back. It's good to have a good V taper, but if every time you turn and you empty out, that means that you're not building enough rear delts, traps, some rhomboids, so you can have a thicker back. No diddy. It was crazy, but you know what I mean. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a closed grip. So you'll come over, hit a closed grip, preferably because, like I've explained before, anything that you're doing when working out your back, you want to eliminate so many things so you can get your mind and muscle connection on your back. So thumbs over, so you can eliminate you grabbing with your forearms. Try to eliminate as much on your biceps. We're pulling. These, you want to get low enough to where you're pulling to at least where your navel is. The lower the better. Anything higher, sometimes it gets too much of your biceps, okay? So what we're gonna do is, you're gonna pull as low as you can so you can get them lats. So with these, you can go a little bit higher with them, but be able to stay in a range where you're not putting too much emphasis on your biceps and your forearms, okay? Once you start relieving the stress off your back, no diddy, get up, reset, and get yourself together. All right, so let's go ahead and get the first set. These you want to do at least same way, 3 or 4 sets. Now get straight down, knees here. Like I said, I want you to pull a little bit above where your navel is. I want you crouching down. I want you all the way up here. Level it out, pull strong all the way out so you can be able to flex. Have them scapulas all the way out. Boom, now I want you to pull. Boom, all the way out. See how I'm leaning, everything is out. Boom, pull, pull, all the way down, pull, pull. Let's get 5 more. Here you should feel your entire back. And boom. Now if you're doing properly, a good row, Australian row, you're feeling them lats, man. Everything's firing on your upper back all the way down to your lower back. Wait about a minute. We're rolling one more time. Now I want to do that, let's do this verse real quick, but then this minute we're gonna do one more. When I go back to it, I want you to really say that again. From Romans 12, verse 2, it says, don't copy the behaviors and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Everything, you absorb what you don't even realize. If you watch a lot of movies that are very negative, you watch a lot of reality TV that's negative, you get around certain people that are negative, they alter the way you think. You be around people, they say relationships don't work, they don't work. Be around people that cheat a lot, sometimes that absorbs right into you. You're around people that don't eat correctly. They say they can't eat really good. That absorbs into you, no diddy. But that's just the reality of the world. If you hear certain people talk, you will eventually absorb their way of thinking. Get around people that want to go where you want to go, how God wants you to be. If you can't do that, then get away from them. Be by yourself. Nothing wrong with being by yourself. We talked about that on the last video. It's okay to be alone physically, but you're never alone mentally and spiritually if you got God. God will be able to put people around you that'll help you get your mind state and the way you think into the place that you want to go to. That's what leadership does. All right, so let's get another set. Same way. We're down, we're pulling right above where your navel is. Stay tight, all the way out, pull. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pull. Let's get 2 more. Nice pull. That's not bad. With exercise, I want you to get maybe 2 more sets. You'll be feeling good. I say one of my favorite exercises, and I'll call them all favorites, man. Because you call them all favorites when it comes to working out, you ain't gonna know which ones to choose. But you know all of them will work, get you to that place where we're gonna live long and look good. Really appreciate everybody that's coming through. If you haven't seen the whole clips, you seen these clips, make sure y'all rewind it. Go back to all the tips and tricks that I had laid out for you guys. Been doing the training thing for a while. But it's a lot of mindsets, a lot of bodies that can live long and look good. You got any questions, please DM me, email me. We able to talk, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all know the same way we're gonna end it, same way we was ending it. You already know, Teddy. I appreciate everybody who appreciates me. And I still love everybody who hate me. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Say bye, man. All right, man. Welcome to another one, man. We about to get this work in. It's gonna be raining a little bit, but we're gonna work a little bit, man. Welcome to another video with G. Well, Calisthenics Workout Complex. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do one of my favorites, man. We're gonna do compound. We're gonna do arms and we're gonna do muscle ups. Ain't nothing wrong with getting some arms in. I love it, man. Arms is wonderful. And plus you gotta get the muscle ups because muscles will combine both. That makes sense for you, okay? Be able to get that good push. Boom, to get them triceps, you be able to pull. Boom, get them biceps. And you'll be able to get that back in there too. So let's go and get a few sets. But we're gonna talk a little mainly about this verse of the day. It's awesome, man. So y'all just coming through, give me that salute. And we're gonna get it in, man. We already warmed up. We're ready to get some work in. We feeling good. Y'all hit that like for me. We're gonna get it in. We're gonna have some fun. So I like to start off. We're gonna do 2 sets of just regular neutral grip pull-ups. And we're gonna go and get a few push-ups because we want to warm up these the biceps and the triceps so we can, you know, get this thing rolling. Okay, so let's go ahead and start it off pretty simple. We got the neutral grip. So it's this way. This neutral, pro neutral. If y'all ain't know that, you know it now. So let's go ahead and get it. We'll get about maybe 5 to 7. We're just gonna get it so we can be able to to get rolling. Just feels good. So we get the back ready, get those biceps ready. Get those forearms ready so we can go ahead and move and keep on rolling. Appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna see how we feel. We're gonna do our thing, man. It's not gonna be a long video because it's starting to rain, it's get a little dark, but I got my lady with me. She said she can record with me, so we might as well record, man. I get to a little bit of these push-ups. Push-ups, very similar. Just straight down, up. It's simple. Boom. Who? Ready? You wanna be push, like you pushing off the ground. Oh, it's really weird that I guarantee I see some men and they be just out of shape and not taking care of themselves. I don't find a statistic for you guys, but I read it and it was wild to me. Like a certain percentage, and it was a wild percentage, that most men can't even do pull-ups and push-ups. I mean, it's kind of weird. You built on this earth. God made you to be in shape, get you to move your body, and most of them can't even do regular pull-ups and push-ups. It's kind of weird, but I'll find a statistic for you. It's really a weird one, but let's use the sound in the back. Some people cutting their grass real quick before it starts to rain. Shout out to them. Let's go and get another set. We're gonna get another set of the neutral grip so we can get these biceps ready. I've been working a lot on neutral grip because I think it's neglected because a lot of people have had that big peak on there, very good peak. Let me get my phone because it's starting to rain. I don't want it to be in the rain, you know. They're getting a peak. They get a good peak on here and it's good and strong. When you turn, kind of disappears. So I'm a component of that. I neglected a lot of the brachialis, so I'm doing a lot more of neutral grip than a regular chin up because I want to be able to grow these arms. So that's why we're doing a neutral, okay? So neutral, and it helps on the forearms. And pull. I also forgot about that little format. The more you pull and rowing, it gets a little bit of that back end as well. So I like those. All right, let's go ahead and get more of these push-ups. Nice and smooth with it. All the way down, all the way up. So you get that good push on your chest and them triceps. Same exact way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm a big component of the shorties too. When it comes to the pushes, that's when it's really 100% on chest day. I love the shorties. Like the shorties are here and they think that this is not a push-up. Is this right here? These are actually wonderful for your chest. I mean, awesome for your chest. But today, we want to work more on the complete arm. So that's why I'm going all the way down, all the way up. Shorties, big chest, all the way down, all the way up. Gets you more emphasis on triceps. Just food for thought. So, we're going to go ahead and start it up. Good little warm up. We're going to wait about a minute. Then we're going to go ahead and roll. Appreciate y'all coming through. Give me that salute as y'all coming through. Say what's up. Because we may chop this video up a little bit and then play the whole video. Appreciate y'all. All right. About 40 seconds. We'll get to the workout. This workout is going to be mainly for advanced. Because I know a lot of people can get muscle ups. So this is a more advanced type of workout. It is, I love it. Honestly, I just love it. And what it is we're gonna get, I call them the my bad. The 4-3-4 routine. Say it again, the 4-3-4 routine for your back, your biceps, your triceps. Basically, it's almost like a full body movement or upper body movement, but I like to do a lot of emphasis mainly on the arms and your triceps, biceps, and your back. So you call it what you want to call it. So it's 4 pull-ups, 3 muscle-ups, and then back down to 4 pull-ups. I know it's a great movement. And the kicker is you cannot get off the bar. You cannot get your hands off that bar. So I think is stay on the bar and complete that 4-3-4. That's one set. You wait about a minute and a half, do it again. Wait about a minute and a half, do it again. I like to do them for about 10 sets. Today, I'm probably do about 3 to 5 because it's gonna start, like I said, it's about to rain. I just wanna show y'all one of my favorite routines. And we'll get to that verse of the day. All right, so I like to get about shoulder length because we are doing muscle ups and we're doing pull-ups. So I want you to be able to transition to both of them comfortably. Sometimes you go too wide, you're gonna tear your shoulders up when you're doing muscle ups. You can, it's wonderful. Some people can do it. They're very strong and athletic. But for the majority, I wouldn't prescribe you to do too wide. I wouldn't prescribe you to do too close. A lot of strain on your shoulders. So about midway, about shoulder length, about an inch apart, half inch apart. Okay, so we can transition to both of them. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it. So we're gonna do 4 pulls, 3 muscle ups, then back to 4 pulls. Let's get the first set. Appreciate y'all coming through and supporting. So we're here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you hang. Once you hang, if you're already down, your hands can be on here. I want you to have all of that. If your feet can touch, that's cool. If not, it depends on your strength. You may have to swing, or if you're strong enough, I say go straight up. So here, 1, straight up. 2, we gotta warm it up. 3, now you back down. But you come down, you're hanging, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice smooth, man. It's not pleasant, but what I'm telling you is I've been doing these for about, I would say about what, 4 years? 5 years, and I love them because 1, it helps with the cardio, helps with agility, helps with your mind frame because you want to quit. And that's just some of the small things. What it also does is builds that strength, builds that endurance. And it's overall, it just makes you look cool too. I ain't gonna even hold you. So get about a minute and a half, then we're gonna roll again. We're gonna get one more, then we're gonna get to the verse of the day. There's a good one for today. I always let you guys get a glimpse into what I like to do when I work out outside. Is usually I'm by myself. I can be able to talk to God. Usually don't have no music, and I can just chill with my dog and my lady here and talk to God. That's my thing. Be out here for hours and hours. It feels like it wants to rain, but it don't. It's like a drizzle and then it stops. So we'll see. Plus we in Texas, and it's gonna get dark in maybe about 20 minutes, but it's cool. Wait a few more seconds, then we're gonna go ahead and get another set, and we'll get to that verse of the day. Now this 4-3-4, these pull-ups, these muscle ups and back to the pull-ups, they're not meant to be perfect, but I want you to complete them safely and complete them without getting off that bar. So after a while, the form gets better, your endurance gets better, and you progress on. Nobody starts working out and every exercise is perfect. You just work on it. Just keep on working on it. But you want to limit your injury. Don't be too wild and hurt yourself. But you don't have to be so perfect that you can't complete the workout. That makes sense. That makes sense. Give me that salute, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get another set. Time to pull, and then we'll get the pull, and then to get the muscle up. So we're here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we look good. What? Back down. Now we can get the 4 pulls again. Look good. Now, gotta get to one of my favorites, the verse of the day. And I like this verse. This verse, let's see. It's still blue on the camera. All right, good. Make sure that sounds good. Y'all gotta hear me for this one. All right. All right, we money. All right, the verse of the day. Verse of the day. I like this one right here. One of my favorite. So, Galatians chapter 1, verse 10. And it reads, obviously, I'm not trying to win the approval of people, but of God. If pleasing people were my goal, I would not be Christ's servant. Should I say that again, my lady? I'll let them know. Obviously, I'm not trying to win the approval of people, but of God. If pleasing people were my goal, I would not be I would not be Christ's servant. Man, listen. This is one of the things that I had to understand years ago. Honestly, I was doing this not understanding that it was God's word at the beginning. I explained. I knew since I was a young lad that I was different from people. I ain't have to talk a lot. I ain't have to never prove myself. I knew what God wanted me to do. I took care of myself. I ain't really do women wrong. I ain't do people wrong. But I was just doing it because I thought that was the nature of being a man. So I got closer to God and started reading that. I was already doing what he told me to do in that fashion. I know I had some things messed up with me. Everybody do. And sometimes people are oblivious to what they're doing because they know no better. And I was one of them. I did some, everybody do some wrong things until they need to be able to, do the right thing. But when it comes to that, when you get closer to God, you're not going to have a lot of friends. You're not going to have a lot of them. Not saying you ain't going to have friends, but I don't think that you're going to have a lot of friends that really understand your path and what you need to do. God's glory is very narrow. I don't know what verse it is, but somebody will help me in the comments. There was a verse where to live God's life is very narrow. That means that not everybody can go through, because that's just the way things are. I mean, it's too much temptation. This is Satan's world right here. So when you're in Satan's world and you're living how God wants you to live, oh, you're gonna have a lot of envious people. Why you don't want to do that? You don't want to hang out. Why you always gotta say that? Why you gotta work out? Why you always gotta read the Bible? Why you always gotta live your life this way? You trying to be a goody two shoes? It's gonna be a whole lot of chatter, because they unknowing to themselves, they want you to please them, but you're not pleasing them. You're supposed to be pleasing God. If you say not to do certain things, it's gonna rub people the wrong way. So who are you gonna be a servant of? A people of this world, the satanic world? You're gonna be a follower of God and tell him and do what He wants you to do. That's why I love that verse. And every time I know that I'm doing right, I know 100%, like 10 toes down, I'm doing right, like 10 toes. My lady will tell you, if I know I'm 100% right and I'm doing what God tells me to do, I can care less what y'all gotta say. Like I sleep like a baby. If I know I'm doing right, I do not care what you talking about. I don't care if you don't talk to me. I don't care if you don't rock with me. I don't care if you be mad with me. If I know I did right, I don't care. Because I'm here to please Him and not you. And that's very hard. A lot of people can't do that, because we're social people. We are. God made us the way. We are social people. We need to have people around us. And I'm saying nothing wrong with that. But people will have to learn the difference between having the right people around you and the good people around you. Or the evil people, or the people that just want to do whatever and just they have their own way. You got to be able to separate those people from you. So I know it's hard at point. I know people have best friends since they was like 3 years old. I don't know if you have best friend at 3 years old. You have a best friend 3 years old? Let's do it old age, 9 years old. Yeah, best friend like 9 years old. You've been growing up with them. And I had them homeboys. They're my boys since I was 8, 9 years old. Road dogs. But as you get older, you get to, sometimes y'all go different paths. That's one of the hardest things to do, is to break away from people that you really love, or you say you love, and they just not living the life that you want to live. You got to cut them off. Because it goes back to what that verse say. Who are you pleasing? Your friends, the people around you, or are you pleasing God? And if they can't accept that and try to change, try to go that way with you, then they ain't really rocking with you. That's just how it is, man. Very powerful verse, man. We'll continue talking about it. Let's get another set, though. I got to say it again. It comes from Galatians chapter 1, verse 10. Obviously, I'm not trying to win the approval of people. Do not win the approval of people, but of God. If pleasing people were my goal, I would not be Christ's servant. And I'm a Christ's servant 100%. 100%. If you know me in real life, you know I'm going to do what God said to do. I ain't going to care what you're doing. So let's go ahead and get another set, man. We're going to get another set. If you're just coming through, this is that 4, 3, 4. 4 pull-ups, 3 muscle-ups, and doing 4 pulls. And having a lot of emphasis on these triceps, these biceps, and the back, okay? So let's go ahead and roll again. Let's go set 3. We'll probably do a few more sets and we'll get up out of here. These videos are just to show you some of my workouts, not for you to indulge and just watch me work out. I want to see you go ahead and do the workouts, okay? Is what these videos are for, man. Who cares how many sets reps I can do? I want you to go out and do it yourself. That's what men do. Don't just watch men. Go do the workouts yourself, okay? So let's go ahead and roll again. Appreciate y'all. Salute. Let's get another one. And pull. Let's get these pulls. 4. Little swing. And oh, ready? Look good. I know they look sloppy. I know my form was horrible, but like I said at the beginning of this video, we're not 100% worried about the form on this, but it's just the mentality that you won't stop until you finish it. A lot of people can't transition from pull-ups to muscle-ups back to pull-ups. The agility and the strength to do that, by far one of the hardest, okay? So we're not really worrying about the form on this video. We're worrying about getting this endurance in and getting that work in, okay? Appreciate y'all. Let's get a minute. We'll probably do one more. And back to that. I want to go back to that verse, man, because it weighs on my heart a lot. And Even though I talk about it, it's probably the first time my lady even heard me with this verse. I had that saved for a while. See, that's how you learned it today. My lady learned it today. Everybody learned it today. Because she'll know that I move certain ways through my life. But I never really give her the verses on what I do, because I don't want to be no preacher. I'm not no preacher. That's not my style. She has a preacher. I don't need to be a preacher to her. I'm here to teach her some things and how we live a certain way, because that's what I believe in. God over man. God over man, man over woman. So I'm supposed to just pass on the knowledge. But the difference between being a preacher for your lady and as you just living life the way it needs to go, and as just teach her and things. It's two different things. So I just say what I'm going to do. But now she has the verse, you know, to back up to what I got to say. Because I don't be playing about what I be talking about. And she know that. Salute to y'all, man. But back to that verse, it's going to get lonely. It's you to have the perception that you're lonely when you get closer to God. And it's very powerful, trust me. Because when I got closer to it, and I got more alone, you'll be alone, but you're not lonely. And the devil will mess with you like, now I don't have friends a lot. And now I can't hang and do this no more. Or some of my family members don't mess with me no more. I'm just lonely, I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll just slide back and do what they're doing. No. That's just the devil, boss. You're never alone. You're never lonely because you got it. You feel me? You're never alone. And the people that are of the path that you want to go to, they'll start showing up more and more. You'll meet them at the grocery store. You'll hear them. You'll meet them at church. You'll meet them randomly. Are people that are the same path as you. They like to do this the godly way. They like to do that. So you don't go finding them people. God will bring them to you. God will see that you're doing the right thing, and he'll know, like, I'll bring this person to you, and I'll have this person that like to go the same way. So y'all can work together as friends or family members, whatever it's going to be. So it'll feel like you're alone once you start cutting off certain people that don't live the life, the godly life that you want to live. But it's cool. Give them a thumbs up and let them keep going. And then the ones that'll come around, they'll come around. Both ways, even when you're looking for somebody, man. When you're out being single and you want to cut off and not be around that dude that's doing all wild, and you start going your godly way, God will bring that man around. Same way with you fellas. You don't want to stop messing with the slores and stop messing with the thoughts. And you think that everybody else bumping and grinding and you supposed to do it your way, and you can't find her or whatever. God will put her right there. Don't worry about it, pimping. God will do his thing, man. So let the devil fool you that think you're alone when you go the godly way. That's just the devil, boss, thinking that you lonely and can't do it. God will put the right people around you. All right, let's get one more set. Probably get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Salute to y'all. Let's get that 4-3-4. Pull-ups, muscle up, back to the pull-ups without getting off the bar. Let's get another set. Whoa. What? Woo, we feel good. It's not bad. That's 3 sets. No, it's 4 sets. But I appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all in the comments if y'all were able to get to this point in the video, because I appreciate y'all, man. Do not rewind it. You're seeing this on a short clip. Go rewind it. I'm showing you guys your hand placement, showing you the sets and reps of this 4-3-4 routine. Pull-ups, muscle-ups, back to the pull-ups. So let me know how this works in your routine. Immediate to advanced workout. And for real, I always appreciate y'all. Y'all know I can't end it. That's the end of the correct way. I appreciate everybody who appreciates me. You know, I still love everybody who hate me. See y'all on the next one. All right. We're gonna start the workout out with one of my favorite routines. This is a 5-minute drill. We're gonna keep it low because if you're a beginner, we're gonna keep it low so we can show you that you got to get a good warm up in before you start. We already started with the resistance band and we already went back and forth. We getting the shoulders together so we can feel real good, you know, so we don't, hurt anything, warm up. You never just jump in your car in the morning, just turn it on, put it in drive and go ahead and go. You don't do that. You let it sit for a second. You get the engine going, you get the oils moving inside the transmission, the engine, everything is lubricated and ready to go. So you're able to get some work in. Same thing with the car, you gotta do it with your body. So we move a little bit, make sure you're feeling good, ain't no aches going on, and then you don't get that work in. So it's a 5-minute routine, and what it consists of is you doing as many, not as many, but you pick a range where some people do 50 pull-ups and like 100 push-ups, or they mix it up with dips and they make a number, and you want to complete it within that time frame so you can get things running, get a sweat rolling and get that adrenaline going, so you go ahead and start your workout. So you just don't start your workout just going cold. You got to warm yourself up. We stretch a little bit, then we're going to get the workout in. Okay, so we're going to warm up about 5 minutes. What we're going to do is I'm going to do about 25 pulls, and then we're going to do about 25 dips. But I want to make sure they're feeling good form. And, you know, we're pulling on the muscles that need to be pulled and going to go push the muscles that need to be pushed. You feel me? So I want to get my shoulders really strong and get them ready for the workout for the day, because this is a arm and shoulder day today. This is a little bit switch up, okay? So let's go ahead and start it up, and let's get it. In 5 minutes, let's go ahead and get it. Nice pull. So we want to pull to the point where we're feeling these lats. And it's on you how many you want to do at a time. But within this 5 minutes, I want you to get 25 pulls and 25 dips. That feel good? You want to take your time with this, but you want to be able to get within that 5 minutes, okay? It's a good warm-up before we go and get to this workout. Give me that salute, y'all coming through. Make sure you hit that like. How many likes we got right now? 3 likes? All right. So we'll keep on rolling with it. Smooth dips. 4, 5, 6, 7, push. That's 10 and 10. See, that was quick. Done within, what, 20 seconds, 30 seconds? Ain't gonna take too long. Make sure you're feeling everything as you're going through. And we can see the chat. I'll let y'all know that I can see the chat and everything. Appreciate y'all. Hit that like for me. All right, so let's go ahead and keep rolling. Let's go again. Big pull on the pull-ups. You want to engage a lot of these lats. Because the workout, you are going to be using a lot of shoulders, like I said. But in calisthenics, you got to be able to use some of the shoulders and your lats to do most of the arm movements, particularly those biceps and those forearms. So pull-ups is a staple in calisthenics. And today, we got to get to this verse of the day. It's not a workout unless we get the verse of the day. Let's go ahead and pull. Fresh pull. And pull-ups, you are getting your back, your lats, but it's also your arms. So pull, look good. Now I'm going to get the dips again. A lot of delts, a lot of triceps. Up. Look good. We'll probably get about 5 more pulls, 5 more dips. Let's see how we look. Appreciate everybody. Look good, look good. In between, take your time, because it's not really a race, but you want to be able to be efficient with your workout. So there's 5 minutes, get your mind together, get everything lubricated, get everything ready. Feel good, feel good. Let's go again. Last 5. Last 5 pulls. Last 5 pushes. Let's go and pull with it. Smooth. Look good, look good, look good. Finish up with the dips. And look good. So we're gonna do, we're gonna wait a minute and we'll go to the first exercise. So where they at? Get some equipment real quick. All right. So what we're gonna do is can't do nothing about the dumbbells today. So today we're combining weights and the calisthenics. So it's a delt workout and arms. So what we're gonna do is we got chin-ups, about shoulder length. We're gonna do chin-up, shoulder length, so we go ahead and hit a lot of them biceps, okay? We're gonna be able to grow these arms, especially with the biceps. Can't do nothing wrong with it. Also, after we do that, we're gonna get, depending on your level, I want you to get between 7 and 10 chin-ups. Right after that, I want you to go straight to the dips. Now with the dips, I want you to try to keep your chest up high instead of coming down. There's 2 ways you can do a dip. Well, there's many ways, but these are 2 primary ways that people are doing dips. You're doing your first dip, you're all the way straight up. You're trying to stay up as much as possible, chest high. And you're trying to emphasize a lot on those triceps. So you're staying up straight, you're home, or here, and up. You'll feel that you're mostly eliminating those shoulders and that chest. How's we gonna do today? You're gonna try your best to eliminate those 2, so you only focus on your triceps. So straight up, looking forward, straight dips, okay? Same way, I want you to do between 7 and 10 dips. After that, we're gonna work a little bit on just those front delts, okay? Once you push forward, boom, just up, boom, each of them. Depending on how much weight you have to do 1 at a time. So I'll go between both. Sometimes when you do 1 at a time, you can focus a lot more on them delts and try to get your mind, the muscle connection, to just work on them delts. That's what we want to do. You don't want to do exercise and you're trying to pinpoint one muscle instead of doing a compound movement, and you're trying to focus on one. You want to try to create that mind and muscle connection. So sometimes, even though you're doing them each at and they have their own weight and they're separated, sometimes you're still not focused on the muscle that we need to do. So every once in a while, I want you to do 1 at a time. 1 at a time. Same exact thing, okay? All right, so you're gonna go around with those. You're gonna do 7 to 10 on each one of those and then break for a minute. The key is with this one, we're trying to do 10 sets. That's what we're trying to do. So let's say if you do 7 each, what is that? That's 21. And then 21 times 10, you do the math. Same way, if you do 10, 10, same way. So you do that combination. The goal is to get to a point where you're doing at least 500 reps, okay? That's the goal. But if you start in beginner, just start where you can start at, okay? That's what it matters. Everybody starts somewhere. Stop thinking that everybody is the best at everything. Everybody starts somewhere. Nobody's the best at everything, okay? Shout out to Borrow Music. Appreciate you, boss. You did pretty fast, is that right? Yeah. The dips? Yeah. Hey, support. Taj, 4 months. Appreciate you. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. How many likes we at right now? Appreciate everybody that's coming through. So we're gonna go ahead and get it right now. So you do 7 to 10 on each one of these, all right? We're gonna do about 2 sets and then we're gonna get to the verse of the day. You can't go a workout without doing the verse of the day. It just doesn't work that way. I'm gonna each do exercise. I'm gonna show you how I correctly do it so you can go ahead and pinpoint the muscle so you can go ahead and grow, okay? This is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna spot check today. I call it spot check. A lot of the calisthenics movements, we do a lot of compound movements, so it's involving a lot of muscles. That is still true, but today we want to pinpoint certain muscles. So we have to create mind and muscle connection, correct form so we can grow that muscle, okay? Arms and delts, let's go ahead and get it. So we're gonna start it off. 1 minute in between all 3 exercises, up to 10. So we're gonna do shoulder length. I like to do shoulder length because it usually hits the complete arm. Let's go a little bit wider, it gets the inside, a little bit shorter, you get the outside. But that shoulder length primarily hits all points of this arm, okay? Or this bicep. All right, and I like to do a false grip because I want to really emphasize a lot on my biceps today. Not too much on the forearms, okay? That's what we're working on. Forearms for another day. Today we want to hit the biceps. So about shoulder length, see where your shoulder's at? Boom, we grab, thumbs over, so we can eliminate you grabbing so much and you just hitting too much of your forearms. Here, the key is we want to do with this, try your best to go all the way down, all the way up with it, okay? You go all the way up because when you go too far up, I feel like on a chin up, you go all the way up. From here, I'm not feeling no more of my bicep. So I want to get to a point where I don't feel, once I start feeling like I don't feel any tension on that bicep, I come back down. So it all depends on people's body, okay? It all depends on the body, but really lock in. You got to have your music blaring all the time because sometimes you don't focus on the movement at hand, all right? Makes sense, give me that salute, and I appreciate you coming through, all right? Let's go ahead and get it. So down, all right here, I feel good. Feel good. All bicep right here. Bicep. That's 6. Pull. Let's get one more. You see, I'm like a slither of me going all the way up. I go to a point where I can feel that bicep and I come back down. Once you start feeling too much in your back, that means you want to try to move your fingers or move in a certain way where you only feeling your bicep. It's all a mind and muscle thing. You pull using what you want to pull. You push with what you want to push with. That's what mind and muscle connection is, okay? You can eliminate certain muscles depending on your connection to your body. That's all it is. Peep game, trying to tell you. So the dip, same way. We're going to keep chest up. So we do a lot of movement, a lot of focus on these triceps. We want to grow that horseshoe. We want to grow the whole complete tricep, right? Okay? Chest high, let's go and push. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze at the top. And look good. You see I'm straight up, and I'm going down and squeeze at the top. It's all about that squeeze. 7 to 10 on each side. 7 to 10 on each side. Swinging with it. Just like that. Boom, down. Each one, each side. So we get 7 on each side. It's gonna help a lot of people. You know the bench pressers? Sometimes you're lagging a lot because your triceps are weak and your front delts are weak. So you getting these front delts, very crucial. Plus they help, with your upper chest to be, developed. Some people have a good upper chest, good chest, but their delts are lagging. And this is one of them. And the rear delts, another day, okay? And on each side, and let's go. Feel good? You want to get a minute to a minute and a half between all 3 exercises. So as you see, minimal rest in between each 3. Once you finish those 3, you go ahead and hit about a minute, minute and a half. You go right to it. Because it's still calisthenics. Even though we use a little bit of weights, it's still calisthenics. Meaning that we want to keep on moving. Break down as many fibers as you can. Get as much blood rushing through. Create that pump. And at the same time, burn those calories down so we can keep that weight small. Keep the fat off us so we can stay lean and keep living long and looking good. You know the deal. Appreciate y'all coming through. We got in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all. Hey, Jeepers, Creepers. Appreciate you, bros. Bro, I caught you live. I'm working out right now. Not on my regular schedule. Appreciate you, sir. What you working on today? Let me know what you're working on. All right, let's get one more set, and then we're going to go ahead to that verse of the day. Not a good workout until we get that verse of the day, man. Real talk. Appreciate y'all, man. It's a Sunday. Make sure y'all getting y'all workout in throughout the day. We all may be watching this on a different day. It's live on Sunday. If you want to catch more lives, go to Calisthenics Workout Complex on YouTube. As you see, you'll see it pop up. Appreciate y'all always coming through. Let's go and get these chin-ups again. Strong chin-ups. Shoulder length with the chin-ups all the way down. Getting that big stretch because we want to stretch these biceps as much as they can. Stretch out. Come up to a point where you get enough squeeze on that bicep so you don't necessarily have to go all the way up, but you need to go all the way down, okay? Big stretch on it, okay? Let's go ahead and get it. Between 7 and 10. Stretch, good. Stretch. 2, 3. Yep. Let's get one more. Feel good, big stretch on biceps, make them grow. This is very similar. For dips, I want you to have that big stretch. Squeeze on the triceps so you get them to grow. Big triceps. Let's go ahead and get it. Up, chest high. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look good. Big stretch on it. You want to have that big stretch, big squeeze on them triceps. Now we're going to the delts.
I like to have my hand all at the bottom, but I feel like it adds more weight, and you have to worry about having it stable because it may go one way, but it's forcing me. I want to force it to stay straight. So just little tweaks to it to help. Okay, all about tweaking things, not about having the biggest weight, because if you're not properly performing the exercise, who cares about the weight? People have a lot of ego, and we're men. Men got a lot of ego, especially when it comes to the weights, because everybody want to lift the heaviest. That's just how it is. But it comes time where it doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's every once in a while it doesn't matter. You want to be strong.